guys, today we're gonna be reading Yandere/6 listener today. If you guys didn't know, or because it was pretty recent, like considering like I did it right before this video, I made a poll for Masky X listener. I gave you guys 3 options of these interesting stories. I'm pretty sure they're all completed. All links are there for you guys to check them out. I will tell you, book 2 is very gory in the beginning, but it is pretty interesting so far because I have to read a little bit of these, not all of it, but a little bit. So if you're like into that really gruesome type of stuff, I really suggest book 2. Others, go check them out yourselves, to be honest. They're all really interesting. Let me know, like, in the polls, which one you think is best and which one you think I should read. Without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Okay, y'all, so we is in chapter 20, Demonic Deal. Myers is a... I thought I was about to see Mikael, but then I was like, oh, it says Myers. Myers is a stalker's freak. Voorhees is a pathetic child, and Hannibal, believe it or not, is probably the worst one out of all of us. He doesn't matter. So he doesn't... Oh, excuse me. Norman... Well, you haven't met Norman, so he doesn't matter. Freddy's words caused your eyes to widen with shock, not expecting such a sinister response. It's Freddy. It's Freddy. Are you serious? You stammered in surprise, hugging your knees and flashing him an anxious glance. No, he snorted. I'm fucking with you because I'm bored. Once he noticed your nervous expression, he relented and rolled his eyes. Yeah, I'm serious. I can even introduce you to Norman if you'd like, so he can back me up about the others and their antics. Is Norman as violent as the others? You fearfully asked, feeling a tiny bit frightened. Freddy pondered this for a second or two, not before nodding his head. He can slaughter people without a care, but I'm way stronger than Norman. And you handled me just fine, didn't you, doll? He proudly informed, throwing you a compliment to lighten your mood. You flashed him a faint smile, your posture loosening up as you thought back to when you battled the dream demon in his nasty nightmares. That's true. You thought over this hesitantly. We could visit this Norman guy tomorrow. Then if you're up for it, I'll take you on one condition, princess. Freddy leaned against your wall and paused for a second, smirking. And one condition only. Oh, and what condition would that be? You said suspiciously, climbing to your feet while you wondered what he wanted from you. Give me your hyposil pills, and don't tell Hannibal, or tell him about our visit tomorrow. I think that's more than one condition, but okay. His tone turned cold as he took a step closer to you, looking almost angry. You understand me? Wait, what? You are thrown off, just incredibly confused. What's wrong with telling Hannibal? That bastard is trying to keep you in the dark and portray himself as the most harmless one out of all of us. Freddy's smirk switched to a glare, the dream demon's stance changing to a sterner one. Trust me, sweets. He's just taking advantage of how naive... You narrowed your eyes as he shook his head in aggravation. Of how innocent you act. He finished what he was trying to say impatiently. I saw what he told you in your thoughts. I know what he said about me and the others. When it comes to Hannibal, you're being absolutely played. Played? All I know about Hannibal is that he threatened to kill me if I didn't keep all of your secrets. You nervously confessed, holding the side of your arms and attempting to stay calm. After that, he didn't seem that dangerous to me. Oh, give me a fucking break. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Oh yeah, he threatened me, but after that, he didn't seem that dangerous. Manipulation be like, Freddy gave an incredulous laugh. Hannibal wouldn't actually kill you. Your thoughts aren't the only ones I can see, Huh? He froze and stiffened up when his left hand cradled the right side of your face. What are you talking about? Why wouldn't he kill me when he talked about it? The dream demon simply shook his head a second, shooting you a wicked smile. You really don't realize the effect you've had on people, do you, Dollface? Hannibal, Myers, Voorhees, probably Norman if you actually meet him. He stopped himself from saying something. Freddy's claws caressing the left side of your cheek. The effect? You echoed in bewilderment. Completely lost by this point. Jesus. Just what are you talking about? You repeated your question from before and took a step back, staring at him while you grew bemused. That's even a word, bemused. Didn't know. It doesn't fucking matter. Freddy grinned, then suddenly disappeared, reappearing behind you straight after. Just don't forget about our deal. You got that? He spoke, his dry mouth brushing against your ear as his hand gripped your shoulders. You better not hurt me when I don't take the hyposil, you sharply warned, or this deal will be broken. You got that? Your threat made him chuckle, his knifed hand sliding the side of your arm while his chapped lips forcefully pressed against your neck, leaving one of his reminders. Hey, don't do that! You explained in a shrill tone, twirling around and shoving him back. You're just gonna make me look... Lion, you doing okay? Your mother's voice made you stand totally still, your head turning towards the door. I can see your lights still on, dear, and it's getting a tad late. Have you taken the hyposil yet? Throwing an annoyed look at the dream demon, you decided to lie again, creating an unhealthy habit of lying to everyone. I was just about to go to sleep, I swear. You fibbled. Fibbed? What is that even a word? Fibbed? You fibbed, irritated that when he gave you another one of his smug little smirks. So good night, Mom. You raised your voice and turned your attention back to Freddy after that. Night, honey, she called back, walking past your room and entering her own. Guess you're gonna head off to sleep now, aren't you, sweets? His smirk widened as he wiggled those mechanical claws of his menacingly. So get rid of every single bottle of hyposil. Now, he darkly demanded, his personality slipping into a more psychotic one. All right, jeez. I'll do it right now, okay? You walked to your desk and picked up the plastic bag containing the hyposil pills, wondering how to dispose of them. How am I exactly meant to do that, though? My mom will notice if I just randomly... I would do it for you. But there's something in them that stops me from destroying the fucking things. Oh! Hold up. I misinterpreted the whole dang sentence. Excuse me, everyone. I would do it for you, but there's something in them that makes me from destroying the fucking things. Freddy brought up bitterly, swiping at your wall in pure aggravation. I'll figure something out. You decided after a minute or two, just leave so I can change and get ready for bed. You spoke to him sternly. Duh, do I have to? The dream demon seductively sighed, pinning you back down on your bed by your wrist. I mean, I can always stay and entertain you. No, thank you. You cut off hurriedly, managing to squirm out of his grasp and move towards your drawers instead. Always such a killjoy, he teased, sticking his tongue out jokingly before vanishing from sight and leaving you alone. You picked up a pair of PJs Freddy had forced to drop on the floor earlier and swapped into them, glancing at the time. Crap, it was almost midnight. How had it gone my English? How had it gotten to be so late? If you were dealing with the dream demon tonight and heading out with him tomorrow, it was probably best to continue catching up on sleep and preparing yourself for whatever was about to happen in the future, which would be tense. You'd gone to the bathroom and a weird word, light bulb flickered inside your head. And couldn't you just put imaginary? Imaginary light bulb flickered inside your head. You could empty the hypocil bottles down the sink and dispose of them that way. Then your mother wouldn't find out. Or, I don't know, just flush them down the toilet. Or, you know what? Better yet, you can get a safe and just lock them in there. And you would forget the pen eventually, since we're always confused 90% of the time. It'd be just a genius plan. I would be surprised if we didn't have one somehow. I don't know. So that's what you did, shaking the bottles until all those pills plummeted down to the sink's drain. After you'd done that, you brushed your teeth and returned to your bedroom, flicking off your bedroom light and snuggling down into your bed. You found it pretty easily to fall asleep, your eyes fluttering shut of their own accord, and the yawn sleeping through your lips. The world around you fading away as you drifted into the realm of dreams instead. For some reason, you didn't feel any sort of guilt for ignoring Hannibal's orders and getting rid of the hypocil. It was okay to try and figure out all this chaos anyway, right? Right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I mean, I probably wouldn't take those pills either way if there was something magical in them, like, because what can you put in a pack of pills to prevent a literal dream demon from touching them? Gotta be some witchery type of stuff in there. I wouldn't take them. I don't know how they even sell on the damn counter. My guy must be a whole magician. Now that I think about it, do you guys think that he would, like, Hannibal would just watch you, like, through the window or something like that? Like, I know that would be, like, so Mikael, but do you guys, like, think that sometimes? Like, sometimes he'll just linger around a little bit. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking about that, and I was also thinking about something entirely random that would be probably inappropriate. Yeah, calling this inappropriate. Oh my goodness. If you guys saw that, like, lip gloss, a lady that was cleaning a lip gloss machine, and it looked like that, you guys, and y'all knows exactly what I mentioned if you saw it on TikTok. Anyway, continuing. Hey again, sweet face. A familiar voice purred out, a pair of arms curling around your waist and pulling you into their chest from behind. I missed you. Sure you did. You rolled your eyes and ignored the tint of pink that shaded your cheeks when Freddy rested his head on your right shoulder. Now, would you mind telling me about the others, please? Why should I? He casually asked. What's in it for me? His cheeky grin made you bite your lip in slight frustration, wondering how to find out without doing something sexual or overly provocative. You spun around and took a step back, eyeing him with a bit of exasperation. What to offer? It depends on what you want. You finally decided, but it can't be anything provocative. That's an order. CL Phantom, that's an order, Sebastian. Yeah. Freddy angled his head to the side in a mischievous manner before taking a few steps towards you, placing his thumb and forefinger underneath your chin, tilting it up a tad. His impish smile grew when he noticed the tint of pink color in your cheeks darkened. Knowing exactly what he wanted from you. What I want? The dream demon's emerald eyes gleaming with mirth. Wilts, he murmured his words in an alluring tone of voice. What I want is you. Chapter 21, Asking Questions. Excuse me? Your eyes widened with disbelief, unable to comprehend what you just heard. Had you heard him correctly? You heard me. Freddy seductively spoke against your lips. All I want is for you to become mine. That's not too difficult now, is it? He murmured. Why on earth would you ask me for something like that? And for me of all people, you gasped, trying to break away in alarm. But he grasped your wrist before you could, forcing you to stay exactly where you were. It's not sexual or provocative, he innocently pointed out. But oh well. Guess you don't want to know about the other killers after all. Shame. His angelic attitude annoyed you, therefore making it harder to think and decide what to do, but you hesitated and bit your lip, deliberating over what the dream demon wanted as you thought about it deeply. This matter was incredibly important because you just had to know what the other killers would like. Ask them yourself. They seem to like you. And why Mikael, Jason, and Hannibal were letting you live, aside from the nerve-wracking deal you formed with them. And who knows what this Norman character was like. The other killers knew, and so did Freddy. So, after mustering up all of your courage, you made your decision and took a deep breath. You were single anyway, so it wasn't the end of the world or anything, was it? Probably, but we're kind of dumb like that. There will be some conditions. You stammered slightly, your cheeks colored scarlet as you tried to sound stern. The killer chap's lips twisted into a smug smirk, amused by your stutters. Oh, and just what kind of conditions are we talking about here? You're about to respond, but he yanked you even closer to him and forcibly pressed his mouth against yours, causing you to become completely rigid. A couple of seconds passed by, and then you snapped out of your flustered state, freeing your hands and shoving him back. Hey, just because I said nothing sexual or provocative does not mean you can really do things like that out of the blue. You understand me? You shouted at him with extreme embarrassment, stomping your feet on the ground to show your displeasure. What the hell is your problem, huh? Don't make me go back on my word without any of this. I wouldn't dream of it, baby doll. Freddy taunted teasingly, satisfied by your decision, and entertained about your recent reaction to his previous actions. But you never said that kissing or any other similar behavior was off the table. Stopping so you struggled to find the right word angrily. So condescending. There we go. Yeah. You're picking holes in what I said and being a jerk. You clenched your fist and glared at him coldly, your cheeks feeling like they were on fire, while your heart thumped furiously. Never claimed I wasn't, he smoothly replied, his smirk stretching and making you grow even more frustrated. Are you going to tell me about the others or not? You switched the subject, not wanting to explode, and eyed him suspiciously. Because if you aren't going to, I'm not going to accept you as... You cut yourself off and blushed a bright burgundy, hating your unsettled mind. What was that, kitten? Freddy teleported himself right in front of you, incredibly intrigued by what you were going to say, as a sly smile spread across his face. Nothing. So do we have an agreement, or don't we? You avoided answering and acted serious, trying to calm everything down. Your crimson cheeks, your hammering hearts, your out-of-control thoughts, everything. But your heart fought against you, accelerating when his bladed claws on his right hand ran through your hair. The burnt male leaned his head against yours and acting immensely intimate. What are you doing? You panicked, stiffening up. Nothing, huh? Freddy evilly echoed, speaking against your lips once more. Tut tut, Wyan, I didn't take you for a liar. He chuckled, messing around. After all, he knew what you were going to say. Although it's not like I didn't already know what you were going to say, princess. He cooed, his enticing emerald-like eyes glinting as they gazed into yours with a predatory expression. Boy, I'm not a piece of meat you can grab. I'm a whole buffet. You gets to wait in line, fool. But how? I've told you this before, sweet cheeks. The dream demon paused for a moment to move his lips to the bottom of your ear, grinning. I'm able to read all the thoughts you're thinking of it, if I so desire. He devilishly whispered, enjoying how shocked you seemed to be. So, you can't ever hide things from me, my new and naive girlfriend. It doesn't matter, you yelled in distress, shaking your head and spinning around whilst you attempted to create some distance between yourself and the said dream demon. Just tell me about the killers already. You didn't get very far, though, considering Freddy's left hand had gripped your right hand and tugged you back, deciding to purposely unsettle you as he breathed in your scent from the side of your neck, from top to bottom. Oh, so from bottom to top. You really shouldn't run from me, sweetheart, he devilishly hummed, because I'll catch you. I'll always catch you. You're not only a sadistic serial killer, you're also a sick creep, you hissed, lashing out, insulting him, and shuddering all at the exact same time. Oh, Ryan, the killer purred in a sickly sweet tone of voice. You're only now just realizing that? Stop messing with me and do your side of the deal, you demanded, twirling around and facing him as fiercely as you could. But that was a tad difficult, considering your cheeks won't return to the regular color and your heartbeat refused to go back to normal. Or so help me, as soon as I wake up, I'll go straight to Hannibal and get my hands on some more Freddy didn't even let you finish, rolling his eyes while he ceased what he was doing and crossed his arms. You can be so boring sometimes, you know. He rolled his eyes and awaited your questions, looking a little bit pissed off. That's the way the cookie crumbles, you retorted, shifting through all your questions and selecting the most important ones. First of all, you wanted to know why Mikael, Jason, and Hannibal haven't killed you yet. It couldn't just have been because you promised not to spill their secret, could it? No, it wasn't just because of that. Freddy answered abruptly, his voice turning unfriendly as it filled with dislike. Myers let you live because you've become his new obsession. Voorhees let you live because he's a clingy, child-minded baby. And Hannibal's reason is even more twisted than all of ours put together. And who knows if Norman will be enticed with you like they are. Hannibal's reason? Hey, I even want to know that. Hold on. You repeated after him in bewilderment, curiously crawling into your mind whilst you tried to guess what that reason was. What was his next question? The demon brushed your curiosity to the side and narrowed his eyes, wanting to get this over with. Excuse me, that is the next question. What is his reason? I want to know. Does he want to fall in love with us? Then when we die, he's just going to cook us for dinner and be like, oh, to my love. Oh my goodness, that's kind of scary. But, I'm curious. I'm really curious. Hold up. What did the comments say? They're like, answer the question. Answer the fucking question. Hold the fuck right brain. What? Answer the fucking question. Answer the fucking question, you fucking prick, or I'll shove my foot up your burn. That is the next or other question, sir. You have been stopped. No. Answer the question. Man, that... Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry, but hold on. I have to save that. I have to screenshot that question. I'm sorry. It's just too funny for me not to screenshot it. Hold on. Y'all gonna see me just save this, okay? Like, there's no hate, okay? Just let's there. Answer the fucking question. Oh, that was funny as hell. Oh my god. Anyways, next question. Mikael's new obsession? Just what is that exactly supposed to mean? And why me? You asked the second question aloud instead in your thoughts. Your face glowing pink when Freddy tilted your chin a little with his thumb and forefinger. His hostility fading into the background slightly as his sensual mindset spotted your blush. His new obsession means that he is so infatuated with you that he will never be able to stop pursuing you. He dryly explained, not an hour, not a minute, not even a second. Myers is completely heartless and a cold-blooded stalker. Boy, I know you ain't talking. Once Freddy noticed your distraught look, he flashed you one of his smirks at you before carrying on. And why, you ask? I haven't got the faintest idea, dollface. You want to answer that for me? The killer reverted back to being flirtatious while he skimmed over your bottom lip with his thumb. What makes you think I know? You sharply shot back. If I knew, then why would I be asking you in the first place? I'm kidding, relax. He chuckled again, eyeing you with mischief as he cradled your cheek with the palm of his left hand and stroking the side of your face. Jeez, you really need to chill the fuck out and calm down, sweetiekins. Don't ever call me that nickname ever again. Are you for real? Would you calm down after all of this? It's not like any of us are going to kill you. Not at the moment, anyway. That just answer more of my questions already. No, but I want him to answer that one. That specific one. I need answers. Anyways, chapter 22, Cross Your Heart. More of your questions? Like what? Freddy could have easily delved into your thoughts and figured out what you wanted to know, but the truth of the matter was that he really couldn't be bothered. To him, talking about the other killers was trivial. What about this Jason guy? You say he's a child-minded baby, but he seems just as dangerous as you, Mikael, and Hannibal. What? Hockey puck? Don't make me fucking laugh. The Dream Demon sneered, obviously disliking the question. Dangerous my ass. All he does is swing that stupid machete around and listen to his dead mother like a machine. Honestly, you have nothing to worry about when he's around. He answered with annoyance, something like he had some sort of grudge against the guy. Sounds like you really hate him, you dryly remarked, removing his left hand from your face and folding your arms. You didn't seem this resentful when it came to the other killers, Mikael, Hannibal, Norman. But when it comes to Jason, you never stopped siding him. What's the deal there? Your curiosity bubbled to the surface once again. The burnt male's expression twisting into a more malicious one. Maybe you shouldn't have asked, but this is just so strange. Hate him? Hate him? Freddy repeated darkly, his knife glove scraping against the metal pipes between you. The screeching sound made you flinch, not expecting him to react so violently. This goes way beyond hate, princess. He chuckled, his eyes glinting with craziness. But then how come? Back in the day, Jason Voorhees started to steal my kills. He growled and glared straight ahead, his voice brimming with venom. He just wouldn't stop because he's a stupid little mama's boy. The killer's unstable and occasional twitching was a bit unsettling, so he took a step back before he spoke to him again. Okay, then. You continued awkwardly. Is there anything I need to know about these guys? Like how they act or... You couldn't even finish. Freddy's left hand curling around your hand and gripping it with immense intensity. His teeth were gritted. The color of his eyes were flickering between a dark emerald and a raging ruby. But the way he was standing, it wasn't like his usual posture at all. His usual posture was arrogant, smug. Though this was different. He was rigid, overflowing with rage as he yanked you closer to him, clearly infuriated by something. What had set him off anyway? By asking him that stupid-ass question. Yeah. Did he dislike the other slashers that much? No, that couldn't be it. Now, you listen to me, sweets, Freddy ordered in a threatening tone. And you listen carefully. You fucking understand? Yeah? You hesitantly dipped your head as a nod and then tilted it, a bit confused by his random rage. Was that question too personal or something? Probably. Too personal? He laughed, his laugh sounding deranged and slightly demented. No, it wasn't too personal. In that case, why are you acting so? Because you are mine. Freddy hissed selfishly. And I don't want you interacting with the others anymore. You're not allowed to go near them. His possessive personality started to crawl through the cracks of his narcissistic nature, causing you to become creeped out. But I thought you said you were taking me to meet Norman tomorrow. You tried to uneasily remind him, so he can back you up with the others and their antics. The male in front of you simply smirked and shook his head, tremendously amused by what you just said. Why? He purred psychotically. What made you think I'd keep my word? You took a deep breath and stared him down, thinking. What made you think he would? You know what he was. You know he was a dangerous dream demon, and you knew he was a sadistic serial killer, yet you still went along with it. Why? Why had you? Manipulation. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. What made me? You spoke softly that even Freddy struggled to hear, his smirk still lingering a little bit. Because you all intrigue me. I know you all hurt people, and I know you all unstable, but I just wanted to see why you five act the way you do. You paused for a moment, giving him time to process what you said before carrying on. Maybe I'm out of my mind. Maybe because I'm studying psychology, or maybe because I'm overly trusting. Maybe all three. I guess that's what made me. You finish, flashing Freddy a gentle smile and throwing him off entirely. Maybe he'd go back onto believing you were naive, and maybe he still wouldn't keep his word. But it doesn't matter. Not to you. Not anymore. Your life beforehand was pretty simple. So perhaps this would be how it would change. Freddy, on the other hand, was taken aback by the way of your thinking. He'd never seen anything like it. What the hell was wrong with you? The first time he met you, you welcomed death with open arms. Quite literally. And even accepted becoming his. But why did he get so possessive over you? The killer couldn't figure it out. You are something else, he told you roughly, releasing your wrist and regaining some of his usual composure. You want to see why they act the way they do? Well, yeah, don't be so stupid. Our reasons are different from one another's, and that's that. The dream demon said sharply. It's not normal. It's not important, and you're going to fucking drop it now. It seemed like he didn't want you to even know the others, let alone learn more about them. Clenching your fist, you shook your head this time and attempted to act stern. I'm not being stupid. And while it might not be important to you, it's important to me. So no, I can't drop it. You assertively argued. Who cares if your reasons are different? That doesn't mean I'm going to give up. Just give up. If you want me to willingly continue this strange condition of yours, then what? Freddy cut you off and grinned. I already know. But humor me anyway, sweet. I swear, I told you not to call me that fool. I don't even know what that means. That's not even a good nickname. Sweetie Kins. Take me to see this Norman guy. You ignored his taunting tone and talked fiercely, not giving up on what you wanted. I don't care if you like the others or not. The only thing I'd like is if you kept your word. If we're together, then we should keep our word on things. Don't you agree? Your words made him chuckle again, the killer musing over whether or not to take you. Norman was pretty harmless after all, and if he happened to switch personality, he himself could always step in. It's not like Norman was going to take you away from him or anything. And if he tried, Freddy would always make him regret it. So he made up his mind just to humor you. I suppose I can give the way this time. Oh, excuse me, I can give way this time. The dream demon decided devilishly, making you roll your eyes and hold back a sharp tongue retort. So you'll take me with no more moaning? You questioned scathingly, raising your eyebrows as you awaited his response. Moaning. He vanished and reappeared behind you, wrapping his arms around your collarbone as he pulled you into his chest. You better watch what you say, doll face, Or I might go back on my word. Well, what would you call it? You tried to turn around and face Freddy properly, but all he did was tighten his grasp on you and caress your skin with his claws, making sure my girl doesn't mingle with the wrong kind. He cited Norman, and possibly the others, with underlaying hostility. Wrong kind. Whatever. Swear you'll take me tomorrow? He wanted to double check, seeing as he could and would break his promises at the drop of a hat, and without a care in the world. I swear. Cross your heart, cross my heart, and hope to die. Stick a needle in your eye? I can stick a needle in my eye right now if you want me to. That's not necessary. Oh my goodness. Oh, that'd be freaky as hell. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. We is in chapter 23. Stalk during class. My throat's getting dry, by the way, so if I don't read as well, just letting you know right now. Anyways, I realize I don't even have... It's okay. I'll take a sippy break if my throat gets super dry. Don't worry. Sippy break sounds so weird. Anyway, you woke up and sat up, stifling a yawn as the morning sunlight shined through your curtains and made you rub at your eyes. Monday morning, huh? Time for psychology class. Sliding out of bed, you stumbled over to your wardrobe and looked for a suitable outfit, not really caring about how you looked. A few seconds passed and you picked out some clothes, getting dressed in a black shirt and a white and black strip shirt. Oh, skirt, sorry. The sleeves, I like a black skirt. I've always wanted to find one. It's okay. And a black and white strip shirt. The sleeves were being elbow length. Then you slipped on some black and white sneakers, shoving your psychology books into a bag so you wouldn't drop your books this time around. Going downstairs, you entered the kitchen and saw your mom sitting at the table, the bags under her eyes looking much worse. Morning, Mom, you anxiously greeted, feeling worried about her. Is everything okay? You look exhausted. Are you not sleeping well? Oh, good morning. Why, and good morning. She yawned midway throughout her reply and stood up. Want me to make you some breakfast, hon? No, that's quite all right, Mom. You waved her offer away quickly, opening the cupboard and grabbing the cereal box. After taking the milk out of the fridge, you made your own breakfast and sat down opposite her, concerned about her health. Could it be the nightmares? Was this Freddy's work? Maybe you should have given the apple to your mother instead of pouring it down the drain and discarding it. Anyway, I'm fine, but I think I might visit the hospital today. Your mom tiredly answered you, sipping her coffee as she tried to become more alert, to see if I can pick up some Hannibal, right? The pill they prescribed to me. You finished her off, and you started eating your bowl of cereal, your mother nodding. Though I don't think I'll be able to get my hands on any. She sighed and you frowned in confusion, not understanding where she was coming from. Why wouldn't she be able to? Because you got a slip from Dr. Lecter, remember? One that let you get Hannibal for a month. But seeing as I don't have that, I doubt they'll just give me pills to some random woman they don't even know. Your mom explained unhappily, taking a sip of her drink. So you've been having the same nightmares as I used to? You pieced it together, and she stiffened up, obviously wanting to hide it. No, dear, don't worry about me. She hurriedly brushed it off. I just need it because my dreams are becoming a bit too erratic. So suppressing them should do the trick and fix that for me. Her twisted truth didn't work on you, but you decided not to push it. Instead, you went along with it and gave a nod of your own, finishing your cereal as you glanced at the clock. We were going to cut it close, like always, if you didn't leave for uni soon. Well, I hope they prescribe you Hannibal so that you can stop having those dreadful night dreams, Mom. You placed your bowl in the sink and hoisted your bag strap over your shoulder, giving your mom a quick hug. Have a good day at your uni class. Your mom smiled and hugged you back, but her hug felt a bit weak. I have an idea. Why don't we go to Hannibal? We ask him if he can prescribe us an extra one. Tell him, like, well, yeah, we're taking it, but we need an extra bag because my mom's having the nightmares and I want her to have her own. He's like, okay, cool beans. So he just gives you an extra bottle. That sounds fantastic. It sounds like a fantastic but dumb idea that I think would honestly work in these type of settings. Wouldn't it? Come on. Once you shut the door behind you, you decided to confront Freddy about your mother's nightmares when he took you to see this Norman guy. To see if it was him messing with your mom like this. Well, as soon as you'd finished your psychology class today, you quickened your pace and hurried into the room, entering just in time. Dang, you were the last one there. Though it wasn't exactly surprising considering you barely made it. Hang on. Your eyes drifted to Laura and Cadence's seat, both of which were empty. Amber was in her seat, however, looking miserable. What was it that would happen? Nice of you joining us, Miss Ellen, the professor remarked dryly, holding an open book with two hands and waiting for you to take your seat so class could start. Sorry, you apologized as your cheeks flushed a faint pink from embarrassment. Sitting down, you tried to focus on the lesson, knowing that this was important information you were being taught, but you just couldn't. You were too distracted to listen, so much so that you leaned on one elbow and let your gaze slowly wander towards the window, looking at everything outside. It's not like you disliked what you were studying. Psychology was that word just slipped out of my head. A fascinating subject to study. It just that you felt seriously stressed out. Dealing with Freddy and his antics, worrying about your two out of action friends, and about your mother's health. Not to mention keeping Hannibal and the rest of the killers a secret. Still, it's not like you were going to tell anyone or spill anything. All of a sudden, you stiffled up in surprise, a little shocked to see a familiar male outside. Mikael? What the? What is he doing here? The white-masked male was blending in with the trees around him, his navy boiler suit helping him stay relatively hidden and inconspicuous. But the mask, no, bro. Your eyes flickered back for a split second to make sure nobody else had spotted him. Then went back to looking at the tall guy, curious to why he was just standing there, staring. But then you remembered some of the things Hannibal and Freddy had told you about Mikael. It seems like you have a tendency to come across dangerous individuals, don't you, Ian? I'm assuming you mean Mikael Myers. You have a very keen eye, considering he's a stalker who's tremendously difficult to keep track of. But we need to head back to the topic at hand. Mikael Myers. He's not just dangerous. He's cunning, crafty, smart. And when he's after someone, he shadows their footsteps and stalks them until he slaughters them. Myers let you live because you've become his new obsession. Mikael's new obsession. Just what is that exactly supposed to mean? His new obsession means that he's so infatuated with you, he'll never be able to stop pursuing you. Not for an hour, not for a minute, not even for a second. Myers is a completely heartless and cold-blooded stalker. So, Mikael wasn't just standing there. He was pursuing you on purpose. They were right. He was a stalker. I mean, I would assume that if I saw a literal guy, like, more than 2 times just standing and just watching me, I would just automatically assume he was a stalker, like, but I guess we don't think like that, I guess. I don't know. Excuse me, y'all. I feel like a freaking, just coughing up my music, like, anyway, What do you want from me? You mouthed to him, awaiting an answer. Seconds passed, and then you realized he didn't talk, or didn't seem to anyway. Perhaps he was mute. Wait, should you mouth a yes or no question? Are you stalking me to take my life? You asked hesitantly, trying to be discreet as you struck up a silent conversation while in class. And boy, you felt so much relief when he simply shook his head. He shook his head. Phew. Freddy said you were completely heartless. You copied the dream demon's words. Is that true? The tall stalker was about to dip his head as a nod, but then shook it again. He also said that you only let me live because I'm your new obsession and that you're also a cold-blooded stalker. Is this true? His response took a long time. You were actually wondering if he answered at all. A half nod and a half shake of the head. What were you to take from that? It's like an like half and half, like, I'm like both, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit mixed, but there's more to it. What were you meant to take from that? What I just said. Were you nothing but a plaything to him? Were you about to die as soon as he lost interest in you? Taking a deep breath, you decided to get back to your psychology lesson and not get into trouble / fall behind. I have to get back to my psychology lesson now, but thanks for answering my questions. I appreciate that. Mikhail nodded a second time but didn't move, which unsettled you slightly. Did he intend to stalk you for the whole lesson? For the entire day? The class seemed to drag on, you occasionally moving your gaze to the window at random times to see if Mikhail was still there. Yep. You didn't even move position. Was he even still breathing? You stared back at him for a quick moment, seeing his body dip in and out slightly. Phew! Lightly. It would be weird if he was somehow alive and dead, like some kind of zombie. You focused back on your lesson and grew glad when it was over. Your plan was to rush out and find Freddy, but Amber. So I'm sorry to give y'all guys a little bit of that, little cliffhanger, but it is how it is. It is how it is. Anyways, back to me because I sound like crap right now. Jesus Christ.
So hey everyone, I think I sounded like absolute crap the entire time, and I apologize for that. Like, if I don't to you, that's great, but I don't know, because I've been having to like constantly do that just to sound good, or else I'm gonna just sound just so weird, like it's not good. That was interesting. Our girl, I can't tell if she's dumb, stupid, or blind, but it is how it is. At least now that we know that, Freddy is obsessed with us. He is obsessed. Hold on, I gotta hum up on it. Okay. He is obsessed with us, girlfriends. A lot. And I'm like, he's obsessed, bestie. I'm gonna have my crunchy bacon ring soon. But I'm telling you, whenever she was supposed to ask him that question, when she was supposed to, get an answer to that question, he's like, next question. And then people are like, wait, hold up. That is the question. Answer the fucking question, Freddy. Answer it. I'm like, oh my god. It was so funny, I just love this comment. Yes, I actually did screenshot it. It was a funny-ass comment. Y'all can't lie. It was funny as hell. Been a while since you guys actually saw me in a bonnet. So here it is. The bonnets are gonna come back soon. At some points you might see it, but not as often as you used to, but you will most likely see it often still. It's fine. It's fine, y'all. So y'all love my bonnets. I have all types of bonnets. Hold on. I have all types. They're on this. I have more than 20 types of bonnets, okay? They're all here. They're all here. Okay. Don't fall. I have all types. Let me know if I should create a video about all types of bonnets I have. This is even a bonnet in itself, but it's whenever you have longer ass hair and all that. I didn't know. I thought you could just put it like this, but you have to tie it. I don't use it as often as the others, but I still use it. But yeah, I have a lot of bonnets. A lot. So, don't hesitate. You need a bonnet? I got a whole bag here. It's insane how much bonnets I have. I use them all, though. I use them all. I use them all. This is a recently new one too, so I'm like, yeah, period. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more amazing videos, guys. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen next. Do you think that Freddy will eventually answer that question of what is Hannibal's true, like, infatuation or something with us? Like, what? Let me know what you guys think, because I think it's something that involves cannibalizing us or something like that. Or, like, some type of weird kinks or something like that. Let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested. Like, maybe it involves something with blood or something. I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know in the comments, because I'm thinking about some pretty freakish stuff that I think he would do. For now, I gotta go, y'all. Bye and peace.